How you doing, y'all? Just wanted to show you my little Murcott tangerine that I have growing. I got this back this year, early summer, I believe. And look at the big fruit that it's holding for such a little tree. I decided to just let it hold fruit because I wanted to see. It's more back here. Just so you know, I believe it has about seven fruit, this little Murcott tree. Murcott tangerine, also known as the honey tangerine. These are supposed to be delicious. And I believe this is a late, it won't ripen until like January, I believe, or late December. This is one of the later ripening citrus. But just wanted to show you, this has been in the ground probably 4 months. And then I had it in a pot before that for a couple months. So I've had it for about 6 months. And it's beautiful. Nice and green. You know, it's growing well in the dirt here. Not all citrus do well once you put them in the soil for some reason. Each one has their own tolerances, but this one's doing good. And after it fruits next year, I don't know. I have to see if I'm gonna let it fruit because it's pretty small and I wanted to get a little size to it. So I know that the fruit, having it hold the fruit, it's actually stunting and not it's keeping it from growing more. So I'll have to decide whether to let it hold some fruit next year or not. But just wanted to share that with you. Just one of the things I have growing, and just to show you that you can grow fruit here in Florida. Everybody's scared. I just can't wait to eat these. Everybody's scared of the citrus greening. But that there is your Murcott. I do have another one here, which is a sunburst tangerine. We'll have to see what it does come spring. This one's been in the ground a few months. I tipped everything, so hopefully come spring we're gonna see. It should flush out new growth if it has acclimated well in this area. And let me move on over, since we are doing citrus. This here, these are my tangerines as well. And this one, I've had this one in the ground since I've got this house. And this is probably gonna be 10 years. This one, I got my house 10 years ago. So this was already here. And as you can see, it's nice. Growing well. The fruit are starting to turn. Now I usually produce a small fruit like this. They usually don't come out big. And they're not quite as sweet, which is one of the reasons why I'm getting additional citrus in here. This I believe to be the rootstock Cleopatra tangerine. I believe that way back this tree might have got killed back, and then it grew back from the rootstock. And I believe what I'm seeing here is the rootstock, because these tangerines are not sweet like store-bought tangerines. They always have a little tartness to them. But here's the tree. I actually have 2 of these, same variety, and they do very well. Even though I gave this one a heavy trim last season, it still did fruit. All right, so let's see what else Let's go down. Follow me. I'll show you my pomelo. Follow me as I walk down the path. Pomelo, that's it right there, which was also on the ground when I got this house 10 years ago. And nice growth. Okay, so for all you people worrying about citrus greening and saying, oh, citrus can't be grown, this tree was here in the ground before I even got this house, and it was a pretty good sized tree. So I'm figuring that this tree was probably already in the ground maybe 8 years before I even moved here. So you're probably looking at a tree that's probably, I would have to say 15, 18 years old already. I don't know if y'all can even see it, because it's a pretty big tree. And this produces pomelos like this. Pomelos, this dropped a lot of them already. This year seems like the pomelos are dropping a little earlier. See, this is, oops, there we go. They come off. So they're dropping, and this is the size because it produces so many that they're usually not large size. But sorry about that. Oof, there's so many things here. I can't even get a clear view of it. But yep, that's the pomelo, and it's nice and healthy. It's not sickly. So for those people that fear the citrus greening and think they can't grow, let's come to my other tangerine tree so you can see. Nice growing tangerine. And okay, this one is usually a more heavier producer than the other one, as you can see. And they're already starting to turn orange. A little early this year. Citrus, for some reason, seem to be ripening a little early this year. All right, there's the new growth. And as you can see, the leaves are pretty decent condition. You don't see all that citrus greening. You do get yellow leaves, and you know, a lot of time people confuse the citrus greening with nutritional deficiencies. Orange trees, citrus trees do suffer from nutritional deficiencies, and if you're not on top of it, the leaves will start turning yellow and you will have issues. But here is another tree loaded with fruit. Now I do have to say, this year they did come out a little smaller. Maybe, I don't know, not enough rain during the season. But moving on, this is my other variegated pink lemon, which I have growing here. For some reason it has started dropping leaves. It might be preparing for a new flush. And then this is my other lemon, which I have picked all the lemons off of already. It actually has some new lemons because it started blooming like last month. So I got some new lemons forming. There's another one up there. And this one bears heavily as well. And it drops a lot of the leaves. I don't know if it's a lemon thing or what, but this one drops leaves too. And that's the only citrus that does it. My other ones don't. But it's still healthy. And come spring, it's gonna bloom a lot of blooms, and it'll have new flush all over the place. But otherwise, it's healthy. You know, it's not a sick tree. It's an old tree. This one has also been in the ground for a long time as well. Okay, I'm swinging right over. Let me show you. This is another pomelo. Another pomelo tree. This one, the fruit, it's hanging on the bottom. There you go. It's dropped quite a few already, just like my other pomelo. They're dropping early this season, but this one developed the fruit on the bottom. And as you can see, a nice sized tree. Flush is, you know, decent. A little bit of yellowing, but that's just from lack of nutrients, because I do not, and I will have to admit, I do not fertilize these enough. But still, even with that said, look at the nice green leaves, the new stuff. And here's some new flush. The ants are on there, which only means one thing, that there must be aphids or some other kind of bugs on there. Because usually when you see ants, that means aphids. And yep, there's aphids on there. Alrighty, so that was my pomelo. And I'm gonna have to give it a trim. This one got a pretty good trim last season too, and they just grew right back. These things go right back. Oh well, what you gonna do? That is the price you pay when you want to grow trees. All right, so that was it for my citrus. Just another little update, just for you fellow Floridians out there, just to let you know that don't let the citrus greening bug scare you. Don't let it keep you from growing citrus. A lot of people say that their trees die from citrus greening, but a lot of times it's from nutrient deficiencies, bad soil that wasn't amended, and a lot of people, you know, peg that onto the greening disease. So just go out there, go to your nursery, Lowe's, Home Depot, get yourself a citrus. Don't be scared. There's nothing to lose, you know, but a plant. If it doesn't grow for you, then, you know, it's probably something in your soil, probably not enough fertilizer, maybe not enough watering. You know, don't be scared. And I believe Lowe's, if they're still doing it, and Home Depots, they usually have that guarantee that you can return within the year. So go ahead, guys. Anyway, let me leave you. I was just giving you a quick look around of the food forest before I tune out. You guys take it easy. This is Orlando Backyard Gardening. Once again, bringing you to my house, my home, my haven, my relaxation spot, my food forest. All right, you guys take it easy. Have a good day. Bye-bye.